And, you know, the Undertaker's got his fire, and then the lights go out, and he does all that and everything, right? So, the Undertaker with the big elaborate entrance, and the idea behind this match was well, what I thought they would do is the Undertaker has never lost at WrestleMania. He's 18-0, and he has fought Triple H at WrestleMania before, and he beat him. They never once mentioned this into the build-up of the match. They never once said that the Undertaker has already beaten Triple H at WrestleMania, and he'll do it again. Instead, they were going for the same thing with Ric Flair, kind of like the old yeller, you know. He doesn't know, they don't know when to hang it up, so he's going to do it for him. You know, he's going to beat him, and then the Undertaker can finally retire because he's 46, I think, something like that, and he can't go on much longer. Fantastic wrestler, one of my all-time favorites, but you know, it's over. He's pretty much done, and he's got nothing to be ashamed about. He has had a fantastic career. So that was the story, you know, like, can the Undertaker pull another one out at WrestleMania, the place where he's never lost? And Triple H also mad because the year before he retired Shawn Michaels, his best friend, his DX, and all that. And you know, to me anyway, DX will always be four guys, not just Shawn and Triple H. Anyway, this match got a half hour, like if you include all the entrances and stuff and all the outside stuff, but this match was good, don't get me wrong. It was. But I had problems. And the problem was that the Undertaker was getting decimated. Like, he got hit in the head full force of the chair, which they can't do anymore. Like, the chair to the head thing is out. Like, after Rock clubbed the crap out of Mankind with a chair 13, 15 times, around that time I started realizing that, you know, maybe concussions aren't the greatest way to go. Anyway, the only reason the Undertaker won is because he latched on his Gugu Plata Hell's Gate thing at the last second, and Triple H barely, very, very gently taps out. Right? And I just didn't get it. The Undertaker is supposed to be this unstoppable force, and he got the piss beaten out of him by Triple H. Like, if they were going to go that way, why didn't Triple H just win? You know. And apparently there's a plan for them to wrestle for a third time next year at WrestleMania so that the Undertaker could be 20-0. And I do not want to see that. And it's not that the match would be bad. I'm sure it would be fine. It's just, you know, it's they've done it twice. That's plenty. The match was good, so I'm not really going to talk that much about it. It was good. Taker's streak of good matches at WrestleMania continues. After that, we had Trish Stratus and John Morrison and Snooki versus Dolph Ziggler and Lay Cool with Vicky Guerrero. Now, I fucking hate Jersey Shore. I saw that show one time and my brain melted. Worse than the wrestling this is. How could anyone find that show entertaining? It's a bunch of self-important pricks with their goddamn attitudes and their, you know, and they're just... I as you can tell, very biased. I do not like that show. I think it promotes a very negative stereotype of the people from New Jersey, so but it's incredibly popular for some reason. Anyway, this match lasts 3 minutes. John Morrison, who was the single most talented person in that match, got to do one move. He did the Starship Pain, which is like his flipping moonsault to the outside. That was it. And then the star of the match, the most important person, Snooki, did a handspring elbow into the corner and then a backflip into a splash. And yeah, it was impressive that she managed to do that without fucking falling over drunk on her ass. But stuff like this bugs me. She's not a wrestler. And you know, it's not like I don't expect them to bring in celebrities, but I do. But don't put them in the ring. They don't know how to wrestle, and on top of that, she doesn't look like the most athletic person in the world. Not saying I do, but neither does she. It was too damn short. John Morrison didn't get to do anything, and Snooki is friggin' irritating, and that show, it needs to be taken off the air yesterday. Anyway, then we come to the main event of the show. The WWE Champion, The Miz, and John Cena. John Cena comes out with his choir entrance, and they booed the piss out of that in the George Dome. As well they should. What the hell does a choir have to do with John Cena? Like, I know he has to have an elaborate entrance every year, but what the hell does that have to do with anything? Seriously, what? And The Miz had what I thought was an excellent video of how when he first joined the WWE, everyone thought he was a joke, and then he made his way through the tag team ranks, and then he made his way through the single ranks, and finally became the champion. That's the way a career should go. That guy works hard. I like The Miz. I do. And I'm glad he's a champion. I hope he beats John Cena 100 times. It's enough with Cena. It's not that I dislike Cena, but it's enough already. The guy was and is the face of the company for the last 7 years. It's enough. You know, someone else's turn now. You gotta know when to... not saying that you get rid of him, but just... he doesn't need to be the focal point of the company anymore. Like, he can still be there and be a main event guy. He just does not need to be the guy now. It's enough. The Miz kicks out of the FU, or Attitude Adjustment, or AA, or whatever the hell they want to... I will need to go to AA. Anyway, he kicks out, which really astonished me. Then they go to the outside, and John Cena tackles the Miz, and the Miz slams his head off the floor and has a concussion. Double count. Double goddamn count out at WrestleMania main event title match. It doesn't matter that The Rock came out later and restarted the match. You do not have a count out at WrestleMania, not alone in the main event for the title. You will piss your fans off so much they won't come back. And I'm sure they did. I'm sure they pissed off a number of people. They restart the match. The Rock comes out and he says, you know, he's restarting the match. The second he does, he rock bottoms John Cena. The Miz pins him 1, 2, 3. Cena's lost at WrestleMania in a one-on-one match. They say he's never lost before, which is bullshit because he lost in a triple threat match to Randy Orton, which had Triple H in it. I was glad to see The Miz win, but he looked like the friggin' honky-tonk man. He can't beat anyone without cheating. And I know he's a heel and they need to cheat, but there's ways you can do it where he looks competent. He's just looked lucky, like he doesn't deserve to be champion, and that's going to be bad if they plan on using him as a name, like a main event guy to carry, promote like pay-per-views and whatnot, because no one's going to take him seriously. They don't now. Anyway, that was WrestleMania. This show was bad. Oh, and The Rock was there. Before I forget, The Rock was there, and I love The Rock, I do. But the guy is 40 now, and he's a fantastic wrestler. He talks well, but he's not gonna be wrestling full time. He's just not. He's doing his movies, you know, and some of them are good, and most of them are really bad. But that's what he's doing. He's coming back for one match next year, WrestleMania 28 in Miami, his hometown, and that's it. And he'll lose to Cena. I guarantee you, he'll lose. Put over the next generation of guy. Like, people think that he's going to beat Cena. That's not happening. Rock's losing. He did stupid backstage segments with Mae Young and all that. I don't want to see that. I like the one he did with Austin because, you know, they have history. But what the hell was the point of the Mae Young thing? I don't think I forget. Oh, they had the Snoop Dogg thing with the stupid music backstage where they were all trying to impress him to go on tour. It was stupid. Anyway, WrestleMania was just bad this year. You know, aside from the Undertaker match, and the Edge match, everyone was really just, it was too short or too goddamn stupid, or the finish was dumb. Anyway, guys, that's WrestleMania. I hope you enjoyed my rambling. I'm pretty sure I just lost my sanity now in the course of this review. Like, this is like gotta be 25, 26 minutes. I only intended it to be 5 minutes max. Anyway, I guess you could say I'm back with my WrestleMania review. I do intend to watch Extreme Rules, and if there is any greater power in this universe, that show will be better. But to tell you the truth, I'm not optimistic about it. Till next time, guys, that wrestling guy. Take it easy.